Distinguished dignitaries, respected railway officials, global partners, industry colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. It's an honor, of course, to be part of this August program organized by ET Infra. But it's also a kind of emotional moment, the way it all started with that chanting and lightning of the lamp for the day. So I was just, of course, from last couple of days was introspecting, because the theme is so heavy that making India to build for the world, creating the next generation rail manufacturing ecosystem. So when you introspect, you speak to yourself. So I thought the best part is that what brought us here. As Madanji has mentioned, in the initial, everybody knows that Indian Railway is an organization more than 170 years. Then what Texmaco is, Texmaco history goes beyond 8 decades. And if I go back to the literature, I would like to quote from the famous poet Shakespeare, that no legacy is so rich as honesty. I think this is what explains the journey of Indian Railway so far. And if today in Texmaco or a common man like me can address this ambition and vision and a dream for Make for the World, a big salute to those officers of Indian Railway. And I just want you to clap for everybody. So we are not a product by chance. We are a product of those ecosystem and hand-holding, which is so deep-rooted, which goes nearly, 2 centuries. Now we are fortunate that the Honorable PM's vision and the policies and the directions and the respected Railway Minister's focus on execution and making Indian Railway a global platform, which actually really transformed us and put us into this stage where we can really say the Indian Railway moment has arrived. India stands today at a decisive inflection point in the railway journey. That's what we believe in. Indian Railway, as one of the largest and most complex networks in the world, is of course undergoing a transformation. It is not limited, this journey is not limited to the industry per se, but it is a national economic transformation. The question then comes, can India define the future of global manufacturing mobility system? We as a stakeholder increasingly believe the answer is yes. Because India is not just expanding railway infrastructure. If we just think about it, it is building globally competitive rail manufacturing ecosystem from so many decades. The transformation is anchored in strong and consistent policy direction. It's not a spark that some tenders have come or some requirement or buying has been done. There is a strong policy direction and a long-term national vision. Under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister, India has placed manufacturing, infrastructure development, and self-reliance, all three, in the center stage of this growth model. Flagship national initiatives such as this Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and PM Gati Shakti, National Rail Master Plan, have fundamentally redefined how the infrastructure is planned integrated and executed in India. Moving from siloed development, our journey today is a unified multimodal creation of an ecosystem. In the railway sector specifically, this long-term vision has translated into sustained focus if we have to realize what are those key points are. Of course, the capacity expansion and network modernization, dedicated freight corridor development, station development and urban mobility upgrades, indigenous manufacturing, strong focus on localization and support to MSMEs, and digitization, safety enhancement, operational efficiency, and also to the focus to sustainability. So these are fundamental key pillars which actually in a cohesive manner rewriting this journey. Under the leadership of Honorable Minister of Railways, Indian Railway is also being rapidly transformed into a technology-led, customer-focused and globally benchmarked mobility system. The emphasis on indigenization, digital rail system, and predictive maintenance are the areas which can definitely tell that what exactly we are doing. Of course, if we talk about Make in India, the first phase of Make in India was focused on reducing import dependence. The next phase is about, of course, what we can dream of establishing our leadership. India must now transit, if we feel, from a cost-competitive manufacturing base to a capability-driven global rail ecosystem. Of course, as Pritish has also mentioned, that the vision is clear. Design in India, engineer in India, manufacturing in India, and be an admired partner in the world. Building the next generation manufacturing system. There are 5 scales which I feel is going to be important in the way forward. One is, of course, to remain in the scale of sustainable manufacturing, strong supply chain ecosystem, technology partnership and innovation, sustainability and competitive advantage, and to have a policy in and around export-oriented growth. So if we ask about the industry ask that what exactly you can do. In Texmaco, of course, as I say, that over the years we have grown. We are the largest freight rail wagon supplier to Indian Railway today. We are the largest exporter out of the country today in terms of railway rolling stock and its components. And with our vision attached to it to scale this up and to engage more and more with the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Railway Minister, we still feel that as an industry we must move beyond execution alone. We must move beyond compliance to reliability. We must build a technology depth. We must strengthen supply chains and MSMEs. Because if we see, even if we talk about export, today, out of the whole global requirement of few hundred billions, we are in railway, not into that kind of a percentage. But I can tell you, being part of, as a partner in 16 countries in the world for export, the world is looking towards us. And I take the liberty to quote from Honorable Railway Minister, one of the interview, which was given on a different context, but it is so relevant today, that where he has mentioned that we are moving from a consumer nation to a product nation. We offer 3 things together that no other geography offers: scale, talent, and trust. So these 3 are increasingly felt when we go to the other countries, that really people are looking at us and it is our time to deliver. As a closing, to sum up, what I would like to put forward in this August forum is that we are entering a defining decade, which comes from a realization for India's rail manufacturing journey. And this is not about, as I have mentioned, is an incremental process, but we are talking about a global repositioning. Under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister and the strategic execution focus of the Honorable Minister of Railways, India is transforming from a rail consumer to a rail innovator. You can correlate why I have quoted. From a rail importer to a rail exporter, and from a domestic manufacturer to a global benchmark setter. The direction, therefore, is unambiguous. India will not just operate the world's largest railway system any further. It will build the world's railway future. India will not just manufacture the rolling stock. It will export integrated mobility ecosystem. India will not just compete on cost. It will define global standards in capability, quality, and trust. At last, I would like to mention that if we have to really achieve that, the world will not come to India because it is an option. The world will come to India because it becomes the standard. This is where I think we have to make the journey forward, and we have to go together with larger cohesiveness, larger collaboration, not as a competition, but as a cooperation. Jai Hind. Thank you.